Triple Crown, my wife, she's a founder. She started this restaurant about 6 or 7 years ago. I need to confirm. Triple Crown is the name, it's the most famous restaurant in Guangzhou of China. It is a place in China people call Eat in Guangzhou. So every people know it. Our diners, our customers, they love to come here, just very casual. But the people like coming here to enjoy dinner.
All right, so Karen, what makes a great Chinese restaurant?
I think authenticity, and when you see a whole bunch of Chinese people in a Chinese restaurant, you know that it is authentic. Price being good because it's very competitive down in Chinatown, so all the restaurants have to have low prices and good food at the same time.
And when you go in there with your family, tell us what typically you order.
Okay, we have a big round table with the Lazy Susan in the middle. Everything is family style. And then you order, one of everything, a beef, a chicken. We enjoy eating a steamed fish where they steam it and then they sear it with some hot oil and some green onions and ginger. Or you can have it with black bean sauce. We always order clams with the black bean sauce. And there's a deep fried shrimp dish that is just wonderful that we always order there.
And Bob, when you went there and you had dinner, I think you had a little bit of a different opinion about the food.
Right, and I can certainly understand what Karen is saying because I agree with a lot of that. I just didn't have the same experience there. I thought the hot and sour soup was wonderful. I thought the wonton soup was the exact opposite of wonderful. A chicken and beef dish with straw mushrooms that we had was very good, but a mixed seafood with chive that we had seen someone else eating at a table over from us was not good at all. The scallops were almost like a poached egg in runniness, and the squid was bordering on tripe toughness. It really didn't do it for me.
That was the thing that I was worried about. After I recommended this restaurant, my husband actually said to me, I don't think that they might enjoy it as much as we all enjoy it, because we do know how to order. We do know that, there are the Chinese American dishes there, but there are the other, deep Chinese with the big hot wok going that you can't get when you try and cook it at home.
A very well-seasoned wok, after all the food's been cooked in their time, as time goes by, it adds to the flavor of the cuisine.
Right.
Now, Dan, how'd you feel about the service there?
I thought the service was indifferent. I had some issues with the cleanliness of the restaurant. Had a dirty glass, and the bathrooms could have been better. I have trouble getting past. Maybe it's just me. I've struggled to get past that. And maybe it was a bad night. Maybe somebody called in sick. I'm aware that happens. Like you said, the hot and sour soup was tremendous.
Great.
The best thing I had was the roasted platter. It was roasted duck, roasted pork, just the classic Chinese roasted dishes, and then a cold jellyfish salad, which was out of this world. It was the kind of thing that crave-inducing, the texture perfect. It came with a rice wine vinegar and scallions that I ate the entire thing. My wife wanted to taste it to satiate jellyfish, and then I made a meal out of the rest of it. Like you said, we had the cuttlefish with the yellow chives, which on the menu said squid, which are different things, and it's probably a language barrier. And if you read Chinese, obviously, you know the difference between squid and cuttlefish. When it came to cuttlefish, it was kind of a rubbery texture, which is
Think Michelin.
Maybe a taste I haven't acquired yet, but for the most part, it couldn't overcome its proximity to a restaurant to which I'm more loyal in Chinatown.
Right.
Well, I just think that there are places in Chinatown definitely that cater to the non-Chinese. I mean, there's couple main streets in Chinatown where most of the restaurants are, but this is off to the side a little bit. I bet you did see when you did look in that there were more Chinese people than non-Chinese people in the restaurant. They don't really, you have to speak up. It's kind of like at Manny's. You have to speak up.
That's what I was going to say. Like, you didn't know about the
that's-
latkes, and I felt as though I think I'm missing someone's favorite dish or something, because at my favorite place, I have some favorite dishes, and I didn't know what the specialties, if you will,
Yeah, I needed them to meet me halfway, because
Right.
I'm really adventurous. I'll try anything. I'll eat pork stomachs and chicken feet, and I'll insects, whatever you put in front of me, I will eat.
Right.
What do you make best? What do you really eat here? Bring it to me.
The challenge
Bring
at,
it to
at
me. Yeah.
this kind of restaurant, from what you're telling me, is that there really is no communication, and you can't go in there and say, you know, bring me what you do best, or I want to try, you
No,
know,
they're not gonna
what
do
Karen's
that.
trying.
Yeah, I
What is-
needed a
what is
tour
she
guide.
eating?
That's right.
And,
Exactly.
and I realized that after I suggested, and the jellyfish, we order the jellyfish.
Love it.
We don't order cuttlefish with
I didn't think I did
vegetables
either, to tell you the truth. That's okay.
So
But I
I'd
could
like to
understand.
I'd like to
I
take
would love
you
to
there.
go back with you.
Yeah.
I would love to go back
I would
with
like-
you.
and the
Because you
more-
have the insider information on how to order stuff at Manny's.
That's right.
You've got the insider information on everything at Triple Crown.
Right.
But Karen, this is your favorite restaurant, so why don't you give us a summary of it?
I think for my favorite restaurant, I'm always looking for authenticity. I'm looking for good price. I'm looking for the past experience that I've had when I brought my guests there. And I have never had a bad meal there, and I really enjoy going there. I actually look forward to that when we take my grandmas out for dinner, that we go and eat there.
And Dan, what about for you?
Indifferent service and problems with cleanliness weren't enough to. They were too much. They overcame some of the good dishes that I had.
And what about for you, Bob?
I would say, excuse me, that it just didn't quite live up to my expectations, and perhaps I misordered, but some of the things that I did order, they should have been able to prepare better. That's all. It was a little disappointing.
We can find Karen and her family at Triple Crown Seafood Restaurant at 211 West 22nd Place in Chicago. Their number is 312-791-0788, and they are open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner, with the average tab about $10 a person.